Okay, y'all, we're about to have the best day ever because ColourPop just launched their Tangled collection. And I'm so ready to try this out. Oh my god. I am a massive Tangled fan. I love Tangled. It's one of the best modern Disney movies they've made. And when I saw this collection, it was, I need to get stuff from it. I didn't get everything, but I was like, my wallet's gonna be a little bit hit by this because it's just so good. With the first thing I've got to say, Pascal. Yeah. I don't even have long hair, y'all. I just saw this and I was like, whenever I do have my hair grows a bit, it's so stupid that I got this. I mean, just look at how cute it is. Like, maybe that's doing something. It just looks so cute that I was like, when I eventually the hair grows out and stuff, I think I could use this. And look at like, oh my god, it's just, where should I put it? I'll put it like there for now. Wait, that hurts. Like there. Yeah, because it looks like, wait, maybe if I move it, we'll put it like there for now. Yeah, Pascal's sitting on my head. It's not a hair clip, but he's sitting on my head. But we have a couple things that I got from their collection. Obviously, star of the show, this gorgeous best day ever palette, which, oh my god. But I also got this liquid highlight, and it's in the shade Feeling Glowy, and I've actually never tried this formula. I got it because of the packaging. Like, that's so pretty. I mean, Flynn and Rapunzel. Oh, it's actually in the shade I See the Light. Okay, that's cute. I really want to keep the packaging, but I know I can't, but it's like so cute that how gorgeous this is. It's literally Tangled on there and it has the designs, the lanterns. This is so cute. And of course it's golden. I believe they have multiple shades of it, but let's see. I've never tried this formula, but I love their liquid blush. So I'm hoping it's kind of similar. I'm not really a big liquid highlight person though in general. I just prefer the powder one. I think they just normally tend to blend a little bit easier. Ooh, but that is giving stunning. That is giving Ice the Lantern's glow. That's giving Rapunzel would be proud. It's kind of just a normal liquid highlighter formula. I wouldn't say it's anything like I'm super blown away by formula-wise. The shade is gorgeous. I feel like this shade definitely gives Tangled with the lanterns and stuff. It's definitely giving a nice highlight look. It does drying down, which I love when liquid highlighters will dry down so they don't just like swish around and move there. Really pretty formula, but I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I got this for the packaging. This was one I splurged for that packaging because it's just too pretty. I was like, I need to get it. I know the other one has a heart on it, like what they do in their blush, but no, this was just too pretty. I was like, Tangled and ColourPop, I have a special connection with this collection. Okay, now I'm just gonna kind of set it down. I don't, see the reason I don't like that liquid highlighter, or liquid highlighter in general, is because I put some powder on to kind of just blend everything, and you can see it already took away a lot of the glow. And it's not to the fault of this product in particular. It's at most liquid highlighters would do that because it's the nature of the product. So that's why I just like powders, because they blend in with other powders better. But this is still fine. Like, it's fine. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with their Best Day Ever eyeshadow palette, though. Here's the back. That artwork is so pretty. They did this so well. I've been waiting to make this video, y'all. I've really been waiting to make this video. Oh my god, and look at how pretty this is. It's a little bit cartoonish for Rapunzel. I mean, I know it's animated, but I feel like it's a little bit more cartoonish. But here's the back with the shade names. But this palette, it's literally like a storybook, and I think that's so pretty. And then, of course, here we have the color story, which I will say, they nailed it. They nailed it 100%, 100% perfect, because this, when I saw this, I was like, this screams Tangled. I was like, y'all, this is literally Tangled. The only thing missing is like a matte, vibrant yellow, and this is 100% Tangled. But they do have a lot of shimmers that look pretty. I'm really interested in the shade Magic Hair. Obviously, you knew they were gonna include this shade here. So we have Mac's 18th birthday, Live Your Dream, Lost Princess, Blondie, Eugene, Magic Hair. Oh, Gleam and Glow. So Clean and Glow? Gleam and Glow, Stolen Crown, Mother Knows Best, that's funny. The Smolder, that's also really funny. If you are a fan of Tangled, you'll get it. And then All Those Days. This is just such a gorgeous palette. I can't wait to get into this. So I prepped my eyes with a little bit of concealer. Yeah, let's get straight into it. I'm just gonna, you know what, honestly, I haven't looked at this color story too much, so we're gonna craft the look as we go and hope for the best here. I think I'm gonna do purple and yellow because it's kind of an interesting one that I don't do too much of. So I'm gonna go in with the shade 18th birthday right here just to set that concealer down. It's gonna be a little bit light, but yeah, no, Tangled is one of my favorite Disney movies. What is y'all's favorite Disney and Pixar movie? That's my question for this video. I think if I'm going Pixar, that's tough. Going with like Disney animation, that's actually pretty tough. I would have to say it's definitely Tangled, Frozen, or if we're talking OG, like Aladdin, The Lion King, like all those. But I think it might be Tangled, honestly. I do think it might be Tangled as my favorite animated. It's really close. Lilo and Stitch also is one of my favorites, but okay, that's a very clear shade. I'm curious if this is gonna be like the good ColourPop formulas or the bad because they're so hit or miss. I love most of their products, but their eyeshadows are either so good, especially for drugstore, or quite lackluster. And I'm hoping this matte is fine, maybe a little bit lackluster in pigment, but I'm not really using it for the pigment, so it's fine. Then I'm gonna go in with the shade Lost Princess, which is a very pretty lilac light purple. This is gonna tell me a lot about the quality because if it's pigmented, you know it's good. If it's not, then it's not. I actually do like the size of it. I was gonna say this palette's really small, but I'm actually really loving the size because it's very like portable. They just need a mirror. The only thing I'm like, why is there no mirror in here? It's hard to, it's not practical. There's a lot of kickback for this shade, so that either means it's really pigmented or it will have no pigment. It's in between. It's leaning towards the no pigment side, if I'm being honest. Well, I'm able to build it up. It does have pigment. It's not the worst of these like colors I've tried because they had a different, I think it's the In the Days where those formulas not good. This shade that they had did not show up. My only issue with this shade is it's really light. It definitely has that white base. So it shows up, but you can't tap the excess off because that's where the pigment lies. Like if I were to tap it, the pigment's gone. So I can't do that. And that will instantly lead to more fallout. Now, granted, I did have to build it up a lot. This is like 4 dips into that shade, so just be aware, especially if you have a deeper skin tone. This shade is not gonna be the easiest. It is going on like really smooth. It's not like buttery smooth like, you know, those mattes, but it's like, it's smooth enough, especially for the price they're asking for this palette that I'm like, I can make it work. Like, is it the best? No, I would say this matte is in the middle. Yeah, so this is the shade Mother Knows Best here, which is very cute, that song. One of the best songs in the movie. And I'm gonna do this like kind of the outer third just to add a little bit more of that purple because it's such a light lilac. I do really like this shade. This is a really pretty magenta purplish pink shade, but it really blended in so nicely. I feel like ColourPop has done so many Disney collections. They did Toy Story, they're doing Tangled, and I know they're doing Lilo and Stitch next. So it's like there's so many collections. They definitely have some sort of like partnership with Disney there. I'm impressed at how well that blended in with the shade because I thought it was gonna be really like patchy, maybe a little bit like streaky, but it's actually going on really nice. This one has pigment. This is like what I would say if you have deeper skin tones, this will be the hero shade of the palette then because that other one is just a bit too light. My favorite Pixar movie then animated is Inside Out. Not the second, is those really close, but I think the first one, I just love Inside Out. If they ever did that collection, there are so many ideas that ColourPop could go because it's such a colorful movie. Like they could really have a lot of fun with those eyeshadow. I'm gonna kind of take that deeper color and put it a little bit more in the crease. Yeah, I will say the colors that they're blending together, it's a really pretty combo. It is very much giving Tangled, like 100%. This is what I'd expect the Tangled colors to be. So I'm happy they included both of these mattes instead of just one because the blend they're giving, the gradient it's creating is really unique. And I really want to go in with that golden shimmer. So this is the shade Magic Hair, which of course, if I'm doing a Tangled look, I have to go in with it. It is a satin. It's actually a matte yellow shade with a lot of glitters in it. So it's more of a satin, very vibrant yellow. Like the pigment in this, I have a feeling it's gonna be a lot. Okay, yeah, that is very pigmented yellow shade. It's definitely not a shimmer, it's a satin. So it has a lot of the matte base and they just kind of put glitters on top, which is fine. I do not like how loosely pressed the glitters are because there's so much fallout and it's really pretty. Like the glitters are really beaming with the light. I just wish they had a little bit more pressed in or they just did a matte shade at that point. I mean, that is so gorgeous. It's a matte yellow. Like I was really hoping they had one. I was sad when they did it, but this is the matte yellow. And then I'm gonna go in a little bit with that purple shade and just kind of blend everything together. But luckily they do have this blondie shade, which is a shimmer, a proper shimmer gold. So I'm hoping that on top of that yellow will kind of fix it a bit and make it pop. Because the yellow just looks a little bit too pastel-y. This is actually a really nice shimmer. It's definitely reminding me a lot of the Beauty and the Beast shimmers that they had, which I think is probably one of their best collections they've done, or collab collections at least. I mean, yellow eyeshadows are really hard, so I do respect that they included not only one but two yellows, because they're hard to create. That's one of I think it's probably one of the hardest colors, because to get the pigment to show up on all skin tones is hard, and I think they did it. Like, this is definitely pigmented enough to where you will see that it's a very bright yellow, and it's not gold, it's yellow, which is a hard distinction to get right. And I think they nailed it with the Tangled theme. Like, this definitely does give what I'd expect a Tangled yellow to be pretty. I want to actually include a little bit of purple shimmer. I think, so they do have these two, I don't know if they're multi-chromes. They're just really, really shiny, very glittery and metallic. These are glitter shades. Okay, so these aren't even shimmers. These are glitters, the two that I showed. Stolen Crown one, which is a little bit more purpley. It is definitely a multi-chrome though, so I'm scared. I look so good though. I think this palette, the formulas might not be the best, but this color story might be the most on the nail they've ever got a collab, especially a Disney one. This is a really iconic color story. Okay, I'm gonna go clean it up with concealer and then clean up all of this massive amounts of fallouts, and we'll go with the rest of this collection. Okay, and then we are back. I added some blush, the mascara. I kind of finished up the look. I tried to be as like Disney as possible with it, with the pinks and the more vibrant colors, especially with Tangled. I was like, I need the color on this, so I actually might, now that I think about it, I'm gonna go with a little bit highlighter. A little bit more highlighter. I have this Natasha Denona mini one, and it's literally a gold highlight, and I feel like that liquid highlight just did not really have enough pigment, and I want to make sure we get the gold. But now we can go in with the last things I have from this collection, which is the ultra glossy lips. They have 3 of them actually, and again, packaging iconic, so pretty. They're each based on like a different character, so they have one that has like the tower on it, one that has, I'm assuming, Rapunzel, and then one with Pascal. These are really pretty, but I'm gonna try all 3, so we'll see how this goes. This is their Tangled Ultra Glossy Lips. It's a sheer comfy lip gloss with a smoothing, high shine finish that doesn't feel sticky. I have actually not tried these, that I believe. I know I've tried their ultra matte ones, but I haven't tried the glossy ones. But first, let's go in with the shade Rapunzel, which is a very, very milky pink light color. This one might be a little bit weird without a lip liner, but the packaging, again, it has these little flowers. It's so pretty. Like, at this point, people just get these collabs for the packaging because they're just so pretty. Okay, this is very sheer. I can't tell if it's sheer because it's so light that it's not going to show up on my skin tone, or if it's just generally that sheer. I mean, there's a nice amount of shine to it. Like, I definitely get the ultra glossy, but there's like no pigment to this one. If I keep building it up, I'm getting a little bit of like pink purple shimmers. Yeah, so here's Rapunzel. It's a clear lip gloss. Let's see the other ones before I give my final thoughts on that. The formula feels nice. It's not sticky. I definitely feel like it's very nourishing. It's a gloss, so it's a little bit more thicker, but it's not sticky or goopy. It just feels like it has a little bit of slip to it. And the glitters are really, really well pressed into it because it's not leaving any glitter on my lips. Okay, the next shade I have, though, is Flynn Rider. Oh, that's Flynn Rider on the tower. That makes more sense. I was like, why would they include the picture of the Tangled Tower for Flynn Rider shade? That is quite interesting. And this one is much deeper. It has more pigment to it, that's for sure. I just can't make out what color it is. Let me swatch it. It's really hard to tell. It's like brown, but it's such a sheer brown that it's appearing neutral, but it has golden shift to it with the shimmer. I do like this shade much better than the Rapunzel. This shows up. This is a very pretty brown nude for me. Yeah, so here is Flynn Rider. Definitely is a little bit more brown than you're seeing on camera. Okay, and then the last one we have is Pascal. I'm assuming this is gonna be a gold, or sorry, I'm assuming this is gonna be a green, which I'm scared of because green lipstick is a bit crazy. It looks pretty green. I'm assuming it's gonna be sheer because there's no way they put a green color, but you never know. Maybe they'll do like Incredible Hulk. Okay, it's not green. It's gold. Sheer with a golden shimmer. It's not even a green shimmer, actually. Interestingly enough, this one feels a bit stickier than the other formulas. It has the most weight to it. It even got a little bit goopy there, as you can see. Okay, so here is Pascal. Definitely a more elevated version of the Rapunzel shade, but not that different. It still is pretty sheer. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about these outside of the packaging. I think the Flynn Rider shade is good. The Rapunzel and Pascal are nearly identical, just the Pascal has a little bit more color. Like, I feel like you don't need to get all 3. I would get the Flynn Rider because this is the only one that actually has pigment and shine to it. The other 2 are a little bit just, they feel like lip balms, like very, very light lip balms that don't have much pigment or shine. I was kind of disappointed. Might be a pass on those in general, though. Okay, but as we're wrapping up this collection, I think my favorite thing, the star of the show, was this eyeshadow palette. Even though the formulas were not top tier, I genuinely think this was so pretty. The color story is pretty. They blended together well enough to where I'd recommend it. And I feel like this is what gives the most Tangled vibes. Like this eye look I created, this very much gives Tangled. For the other stuff, the liquid highlight, I think you could pass on. I think the packaging is gorgeous, so cool, but I'm not wowed by the formula or the shade. This highlight is not even from this. It's from the Natasha Denona. So like I feel like I can't recommend if I couldn't get the gold shimmer that I wanted, and I just don't like liquid highlighter. So if you like this formula, maybe check it out, but it's just not for me. The lip glosses are fun. In general, get the eyeshadow palette. That's the sum of this video. I think that is the star of the show. Yeah, I think overall, here's the look we created with the Tangled X ColourPop collection. Really pretty. Definitely some hits and misses, but overall, I think they got the theme of things rather well. So yeah, I'm not mad at it. Am I amazed? Not necessarily, but I think it's good enough to where I'll let it pass. I'm curious how that Lilo and Stitch one is though, because if they mess that up, that's really hard to mess up. Like it's a Stitch collab. I'm curious why they did a Tangled now. It's very weird timing, but I'm curious how this does in sales wise, if they'll ever do another collection based on a Disney princess like this, like Tangled Beauty and the Beast. But let me know your thoughts on it. Any comments, please like, subscribe, and I will see y'all later.